it's Jessica, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my review and demo of the new L'Oreal Lumi Cushion Buildable Luminous Foundation. I'm wearing the shade W2. The packaging is really simple. It's like a rose gold, which is really, really pretty. I think the packaging is gorgeous, to be honest. But it opens and you see there's a mirror, and then there's this little puff, and then this plastic part that holds the puff opens to reveal the cushion underneath with the foundation inside of the cushion, of course. I'm gonna use this to apply it today because I find that out of all the ways I've applied it, that's the best way to apply this kind of a foundation. Other than that, let's go ahead and get into the demo, and then I'll get into kind of the pros and cons of whether or not I would actually recommend this product. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I've been applying this. I've actually been using the sponge that it comes with, but the only downside is I haven't tried cleaning it yet, but this isn't something, it's a very specific kind of sponge, so I'm kind of on the lookout to buy replacements because I feel like this will get really gross really quickly. So that is the biggest downside so far. So I'm just gonna take the sponge, it's on my fingers, and literally just tap it into the product. You can see it's on there now. So I'm just gonna start in the middle of my face and just start patting it in. I mean, it's as simple as that. And I don't have any primer on my face at all. I don't always wear primers anyway. This one still looks good with a primer, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like with nothing on, because not everyone wears primers. So you can already tell that a lot of the redness on my nose is gone. But it's not perfectly blended in yet. But let's go ahead and get the foundation all over the rest of my face, and then we'll worry about what it looks like. So I feel like on my cheek you can see it the most, the coverage. So you can see all kinds of marks there. I wear the shade W2 in this. So yeah, you can already see it covered like in essentially one pass, and now I'm just kind of pushing it into the skin. In one pass, it covered most of that. That blows my mind because I feel like with regular traditional liquid foundations, I feel like I'm consistently having to blend and blend and blend, but then the problem is it blends away, you know what I mean? And so then there's no coverage, so then I've got to put another layer on. But with this stuff, I don't necessarily feel that I need another, I'm only getting a little bit for this area of my face because I don't truly need foundation there. So now what I'm going to do, just to ensure, I'm kind of lightly pulling it, down my jawline. You could get more and pat it, but the shade difference isn't that different for me. It's pretty accurate. So for me, I'm not too worried about like a line, but I need to make sure it's blended. So I don't have concealer on or anything yet, but let me kind of go over just that. This is all I have on my face. I feel like it really does cover a lot, and I was so skeptical, but it's got pretty good coverage. It feels comfortable on the skin. It's still a little bit tacky, especially here where I had more of it put on there. But that's one pass. So let's see if we can get, you can still see a little bit here. Let's see if we can get even higher coverage. So for those that might need a little bit more, I did not think I would like this stuff. I have to be real with you guys. I thought it was like gimmicky, and I'm like, there's no way that's going to work. I do feel like it's got a little bit of a dewy finish to it. I personally like that. I feel like it makes you just look youthful. But if you don't like that, you would definitely need to set this with something if you don't want that dewy look at all. But honestly, I just think it's a natural glow to it. And once I get, all my other makeup on, it's really gonna come together. So clearly I like it well enough. It really does even out my skin tone really, really well. Here's the deal. If you're someone that has really problematic skin that you're trying to cover a lot, this is not gonna cover that stuff for you. So if that's you, then I would say this isn't gonna work for you. But if you're someone that maybe you just have some stuff to hide, like me, I have some freckles, some, dark spots from past breakouts, things like that, this would work. And I like it because it just feels comfortable on the skin, period. So day to day, I typically will wear like just a BB cream, but this is something that the way that it feels reminds me of a BB cream, and it's just as easy to apply because I'm just pressing it into the skin and I'm done. I really like that, the ease of application. It's just kind of different, and maybe that's part of it. It's just the novelty of it. I know these have been really big out east, but you know, they really are new here in America to many of us, not all of us. So for me, the novelty of it is just exciting, but I am excited to see, you know, as other brands here in America come out with their own versions of this, how this would stack up against the other ones. So the price point for this, I'm on Ulta's website right now, and it's $16.99. It's still pricey for what it is. So, you know, for that's nearly $20, you could get like a really good matte concealer that I love. I mean, there's a lot you could spend that money on. So I would say if you are not really looking for a medium coverage foundation, then there's no point in buying this. But what I do like about it is that it does let your skin's natural glow shine through, which a lot of foundations don't. So that's where that Lumi name comes in. I really do feel like it is luminous, but not overwhelmingly luminous. Now, if you have really oily skin, it might be too luminous for you because it's mixing with the oil on your face. But if you've got dry skin or you've got combo, I think you'd really like the formula of this. I think that this is a foundation that when you're really up close, you can see that you're wearing foundation. So, you know, it's not a super, you know, from here, I think it looks semi-natural, but up close, I mean, it does not look as natural as like a BB cream or a tinted moisturizer would. I don't think it's necessarily meant to, but just so that you're aware. There's not really a noticeable smell. I didn't even notice one going on, but like I mentioned, one thing I would change is this little puff. I might try and clean it at some point. I don't know. That's one of the downsides. Maybe I'll run out of this before, because I know there's not a lot in this. This is 0.51 ounces, and most foundations are like an ounce. So it doesn't have a lot of foundation in it either. So it's really expensive, and there's not a lot in it. So on Ulta's website, they've got 12 shades. It looks like there's like one that's really deep, but not a ton of deep colors. So yet again, the drugstore not offering as many shades as they should, not as big of a range as they should. I would say my final verdict on this, if you're a makeup junkie like me, you might want to try it just again for the novelty of it. I'll wear this, I'll probably use this up. That's what I'll say. I like it enough that I'm going to use it up because I think it's so easy to throw on in the morning when I'm getting up really early and trying to get ready quickly. I like it. I like the way it looks. It matches me really well. But if you can't find a match, that's a whole nother thing, you know. Other than that, if you've got really oily skin or you really don't like that price point of like $17, I would say stay away. It's not something that's life-changing. I've only been using it for a couple weeks now, so, you know, maybe I'll change my mind in a few months, but I don't think I will. I think I've pretty much decided how I feel about this. I like it, but it's not for everyone. Hopefully that review was helpful for you guys. If you are interested in seeing more of my drugstore review and demo videos like this one, I will link my playlist below. I have reviewed and demoed a ton of different drugstore foundations, so if this is not the one for you, definitely check below to see if there are any other ones I've reviewed that might be right for your skin type. Other than that, I hope that you will subscribe to catch more of my makeup videos, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye!